We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Blazers and the Thunder. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. J.J. Zemecki will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Stepping into the box, Richard Richardson, and we are set for baseball here this evening. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Nori Dizzy goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. The average for him at 267 on the year. 3 homers and an even 20 RBIs. The 0-1. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, Dero, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
So coming to the plate, Colt Snow. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's inside. Steal.
Runners off for second. 1-1 to count. Dizzy stands at first with 1 out. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting fourth, the catcher,
Number 18.
Standing in now, Brock Sanders, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Still only one out in the inning. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Out of play off to the right.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
1-2, here it comes. And he got him.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
To the plate now, Leon Richardson tried to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
That's it. The first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
So striding forward now, Mad Dog Jackson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. The Blazers on top 2-0. Jorge Campos, the Brazilian-born pitcher, is on the mound to start here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings, hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
Now to the plate, Brian Hannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he fouls this one off. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when they're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Coming to the plate now, Saul Worthing. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. First delivery to him on the way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner at first with no outs here. Knuckle curve there off the outside corner. 2-0. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Worthing is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
The 2-1 is taken for strike 2. The 2-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. To second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting third, the right fielder, Scott Franchise.
So digging in now, Scott Franchise. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Here comes the first pitch.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 1 inning in the books here. The Blazers lead this one 2-0. At the plate, Scott Jordan. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Misses, ball 2. Hit hard back up the middle, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Junior Rodriguez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And another foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Count remains full. Full count. Here it comes. And he finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11-pitch at-bat.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch-out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. At the plate now, Jorge Campos, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate, Richard Richardson, and on the first pitch he grounds foul. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And again a throw, and the runner back. 2 out with the man at first. And again a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. In there, 2-2.
2-2 now.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Two.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Hal Hale.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. To 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the pitcher, Mike Hayes.
Digging in, Mike Hayes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Michael Lopez. And he hits it hard to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. In now, Jorge Esparza, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 276 the average coming in for him. 7 homers and 28 RBIs. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Nori Dizzy. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's low.
The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
2-0.
The 2-0 driven nicely into the gap. Around first, digging for two. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So now to the plate, Colt Snow. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. A runner at second, nobody out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Swing and a miss. 3-1.
That's called getting your A swing off right there, and I don't blame him one bit after his first at bat. You remember, he went bridge his first at bat.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, number 18.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brock Sanders. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
The 1-0. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 1-1 is laid off for ball two.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Runner at second here with one man out. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike two. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
Now back to center fielder, Leon Richardson.
Into the box, Leon Richardson, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Second and third here, one man out. And that misses. 2-1. Two and two.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mad Dog Jackson, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit to short. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Portland is out in front, 3-0. Leading off the inning, Tiny Ryan, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tiny.
First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Now the pitch. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Ryan has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate. It's incredibly strong. Certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The pitcher, J.J. Zemecki.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, J.J. Zemecki. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. Down.
The 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
The 2-0 on the way.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Bases are empty, one man out. Two and two now. Sliders, strike three called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. Two gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Brian Cannon started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Striding in, Scott Jordan. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Scott Jordan.
Here's the first pitch to him. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And he fouls this one off. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
To the plate now, Junior Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A runner at first with no outs here. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Philip Baxter answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. At the plate now, Jorge Campos, as he'll take a look at ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0.
That's the ball.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Stepping in now, Richard Richardson, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him 2 down.
The left field, number 24. Nori Dizzy.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Nori Dizzy, he doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's outside.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
That's wide. 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Second and third, 2 away. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's set. The 2-2. Hit in the air to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next it'll be the outfielder, Saul Worthing.
Saul Worthing.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball in. Ball, that's out.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Ground ball left side. Fielded cleanly. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Number 16. Scott Franchise.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Franchise comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
Outside, that's the ball.
1 out, nobody on. Looked like he wanted to clobber that one, but it's 1-1. 1-2 now. Weak grounder down the first baseline. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2.
Count full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is in the air to left field. Dizzy will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Hale.
Settling in now, Hal Hale. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. High and away, not close. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Stepping up now, Mike Hayes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. He's right there. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We played 4 full. The Blazers are out in front here, 3-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Colt Snow. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batter, number 18.
Coming to the plate now, Brock Sanders. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. Nothing in 1. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone. The 1-1. Liner in there for a base hit. Now this gets all the way to the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Standing in now, Leon Richardson. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ball 1. Outside, 2-1.
That's
3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Now batting, Mad Dog Jackson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Swing and a liner. Foul. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Scott Jordan would be next. The 3-1. He swung on and missed. A full count now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Blazers lead it 3-0. Standing in, Michael Lopez. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now the pitch.
1-0.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup part because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
So now to the plate, Corey Esparza, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Nobody out, runner on first. 2-0 now.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Now at the plate, Tiny Ryan. Here's the first pitch to him. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity for them to break through. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. This pitch is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. A 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The pitcher, number 36, Miller.
Milton Otto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Now coming into pinch hit, Milton Otto.
And it's fouled away. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through. A base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Brian Cannon, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
First and second now, one man out. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind, 2-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The 2-1 home. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
C.J. Wolf is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. To the plate now, Saul Worthing. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Wolf has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not be...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. One run is scored. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
They, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one. That's a huge base hit right there, Dero. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Digging in once again, Scott Franchise. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First offering on its way.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
3 runs already home here. And he lays off for ball one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hal Hale. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Bases are loaded here. One man out. And it's 1-2.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it is now 7-3.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, but he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance.
Miguel Santana takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. In now, Mike Hayes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
A bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
At the plate now, Michael Lopez. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Two and one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slow roller down the third baseline. Now this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Standing in now, Corey Esparza. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Boy, you could see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
A pause, and the 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead. 5 innings complete. The Thunder are out on top, 7-3. Ryan Greenberg takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Ryan Greenberg.
Ready for another shot now. Scott Jordan. He singled his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Greenberg, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's too high.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Got him.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
So now to the plate, Junior Rodriguez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, I don't care that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed two-seamer is almost unhittable.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Lucius Rojas will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Jordan English enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
English.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Tiny Ryan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Here's a hot shot that'll be caught at first base. A sizzler that time, but the leadoff man is retired to begin the home 6th. So with 7 runs allowed already, it's been another dismal outing from this pitching staff as you take a look there at the list of clubs with the highest team ERA. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. Andrew Arellano will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Andrew Arellano.
In there, strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. The 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
That's one of those do-or-die plays right there, D-Road. Good job there by the third baseman to get it. Has to do that bare hand. That was a strong throw to first base, but just not in time for an infield single.
Yeah, Dan, you practiced this one in spring training, the bare hand from the third baseman. It's not easy. Again, all your momentum's going towards home plate. And you try and find a way to redirect that ball to first base. One of the best in the business, but even he couldn't stop it from being an infield single.
Ready with the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. There's one. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force it second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Ready for another chance. Saul Worthing. First offering on its way. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Behind 0-2 now. Now a throw over to first. Runner back standing. And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in. A runner on first with 2 away. Too high. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Here's a look over to first. Runner's back. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Quentin Walls is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Wall.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Richard Richardson. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Into the box now, Nori Dizzy. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. From the stretch.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Colt Snow. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now back, number 18.
To the plate now, Brock Sanders. Swing and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
In now, Leon Richardson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. after this. Lonnie Overstreet gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Last half of the seventh here, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Scott Franchise. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batter, the shortstop, Hal Hale.
Hal Hale will stand in again as we take you back to the fifth inning for the big blow. A grand slam that obviously has been their biggest at-bat of the game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball one, no strike. Ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Popped him up. Jackson has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Catcher number 2, Mike Hayes.
Into the box, Mike Hayes. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike one.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, ball one.
And think about it. In game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Yeah, you can see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the seventh, getting the first two outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Stepping in now, Michael Lopez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 0-1. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. Tennessee is on top here, 8-5. John Lawton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
John Lawton.
Ready to begin the 8th, Here comes the first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
Mad Dog Jackson.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's low.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Jordan.
At the plate, Scott Jordan, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. No one out with a runner at second. Little chopper back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now back, Junior.
Into the box now, Junior Rodriguez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second. Right to him. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Zach Zimmer will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Fouled off. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Esparza will put this one away, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Tennessee leads this one 8-6. Michael Robinson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Robinson.
Stepping in, Corey Esparza. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
The first baseman, Corey.
First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Striding into the box, Tiny Ryan. First pitch of the at-bat.
At the ball.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Robinson has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and sports a respectable ERA just under 3.50. 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
.30 pitch.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Soft liner toward first, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are two gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Watson.
Blake Hamby will come on as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting, number 54.
In there, and it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. In the air out to left. Dizzy will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Ninth inning coming up. The Thunder lead this one 8-6. Guy Eaton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Set to start the ninth in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Richardson.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Lopez over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Standing in, Nori Dizzy has doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Eaton, a 6'1" right-hander, enters the day in 3rd place among closers in All-Star fan voting, so it remains to be seen if he gets his invite to this year's festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
To 2-2 now. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Colt Snow will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. First pitch on its way. Hit high and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 18.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brock Sanders. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the leg.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. Too high, ball 3.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he strikes him out to end it here, as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Thunder get their 20th home win this year. Philip Baxter claims the win out of the pen, his first. Guy Eaton earns the save out of the bullpen, his league-leading 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the visitors, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.